The original opening Sonic Drive and original ending credits Mirai Future were replaced by a brand new opening version of this, rental version of this. It's a brand new police generally use firearms that only the police generally use firearms. Mega Man's base is also mistranslated as Chaos Context. Ice Express Intern text on the billboard where cream and cheese are. It replaces it with a splash wave and nothing else. Finally, for episode 2, Sonic actually says shit in the Japanese version. Shit. And this is changed to cream hang on in the dub. Episode 3 is a recap of episode 2, which is roughly a minute and a half long. This is more unnecessary padding, so I can see why it was skipped. The text on the magazine that says something like more is removed in the police red skull, and shortly after, a different billboard loses its text or Flash 1. Tails says later on, as Amy reads a magazine, the text World Waker is removed. This makes me think of Wind Waker. That's on, as Amy reads a magazine, the text World Waker is removed. This makes me think of Wind Waker. Next is this removed shot of a scroll with Japanese text and of Tails and Cream making a sand castle. When I'm not quite. And finally, the scene of Amy attacking E39 is much longer in the Japanese version, as the dub cuts out the middle footage to make the action much. This scene of Scarlett Garcia reporting is much shorter in the dub, losing about 4 seconds of footage. 4Kids really didn't like this extreme close-up of her, as they actively avoided showing it whenever they could. And finally, 4Kids really didn't like this extreme close-up of her, as they actively avoided showing it whenever they could. And finally, now this next one is a pretty famous one. When Topaz puts a handcuff on Rouge, she says, "You're pretty tough for an old lady" in the dub. While in the original Japanese version, she says, "Oh, so you like to play rough, huh?" That would never have been allowed in any 4Kids production, let alone any anime aimed at children. I have to question the sanity of the original Japanese writers on why they'd include something like this, as the dub cuts out about 13 seconds here. Episode version 6. Tune in now as I cover the series. Tune in next time as I cover the Chaos Emerald Saga.